Listen, you woke up today with excuses already loaded, tired, unmotivated, sore busy. You told yourself a story before your feet even hit the floor, and that story sounded reasonable. But here's the truth. And it doesn't care if you like it, the iron doesn't care how you feel. That barbell doesn't know you had a bad night. Those weights don't care about your stress, your mood, your past, or your plans. They just sit there, silent, waiting. And the moment you put your hands on them, reality shows up. No filter, no comfort, no lies, because iron is honest. It tells you exactly where you're weak, exactly where you quit, exactly who you are right now, not who you claim to be. Most people hate that. They want motivation, they want hype, they want music loud enough to drown out accountability. But iron doesn't play that game. Iron says lift me or don't. And that's why the gym is where excuses go to die, not because it's easy, but because it's fair. You don't get judged for how you feel. You get judged by what you do. And today, right now, you have a choice. You can keep listening to your emotions, or you can put your hands on the iron and tell the truth. Feelings are temporary. Strength is not. Yet most people let emotions run their entire training life. I don't feel strong. I don't feel ready. I don't feel motivated. So what? You think warriors waited to feel like fighting. You think disciplined people wait for perfect conditions. No, they move despite emotion. Your feelings are weak data. They change with sleep, food, stress, weather, mood. If you obey them, your progress collapses. Discipline doesn't ask how you feel. Discipline asks what needs to be done. That's why the strongest people don't talk much. They don't negotiate. They don't dramatize. They execute. Start now. No excuses. Honest tight, the iron never lies. You either lift it or you don't. You either finish the rep or you quit halfway. No debate. That honesty is why weak people avoid the gym, and it's why strong people live there. Because iron doesn't reward talk. It rewards effort. You can fake confidence everywhere else in life, not here. The bar exposes you. And that's a gift if you're willing to accept it. Because every rep is feedback. Every set is a lesson. The iron is a teacher. Harsh, fair, and consistent. Respected, and it builds you. Motivation is unreliable. Discipline is not. Motivation shows up when things are easy. Discipline shows up when they're not. That's why discipline always wins. When you train on bad days, you level up faster. When you lift tired, you harden your mind. When you show up anyway, you build identity. And identity beats motivation every time. You don't train because you feel like it. You train because that's who you are. Say it plainly, I don't quit. Then prove it under the iron. Teaching and why comfort makes you weak. Soft schedules, easy reps. Skip days. Comfort whispers lies. You've done enough. You can rest today. You deserve a break. No. Growth lies on the other side of discomfort. That burn, that fatigue, that resistance. That's where change happens. Lean into it. You don't become strong by thinking about it. You become strong by doing hard things repeatedly. Every rep is a vote for the person you're becoming. Weak people quit when it's uncomfortable. Strong people stay. And over time, that compounds. The iron doesn't just build muscle. It builds standards. And standards build men and women who don't break. So here's the truth you can't escape. The iron doesn't care how you feel, but you should care how you respond. Because life works the same way. It won't wait. It won't adjust. It won't feel sorry for you. You either carry the weight or you get crushed by it. So stop negotiating with weakness. Stop listening to emotion. Stop waiting for motivation to save you. It won't. Discipline will. Show up. Grip the bar. Lift. Again and again and again. Because the person who keeps going when it hurts is the person who can't be stopped. Execute with discipline, and the iron will make you unbreakable. So here's where the excuses finally run out. Because after everything you've heard, after every rep you've skipped, after every promise you made to yourself and quietly broke, there's one truth left standing. The iron doesn't care how you feel. It never has, it never will. It doesn't care if you're tired. It doesn't care if you're stressed. It doesn't care if today wasn't your day. It just sits there, heavy, cold, unmoved. And in that silence, it asks you a question that no one else has the courage to ask. Who are you when it's hard? Not who you want to be. Not who you talk about becoming. but who you actually are when discomfort shows up and quitting feels reasonable, because that's the moment everything is decided. Most people think their life is shaped by big events. They're wrong. Your life is shaped by the small moments where they showed up, or you didn't. The days you trained when no one was watching, the days you didn't feel strong but lifted anyway, the days you wanted comfort but chose effort. That's where strength is built. Not just in the body, but in the mind. And once your mind hardens, your body follows. That's why discipline matters more than motivation. Motivation is emotional. Discipline is structural. Motivation fades. Discipline stays. Motivation is loud. Discipline is quiet. And quiet habits beat loud intentions every single time. You don't get strong by feeling good. You get strong by doing hard things consistently. The iron teaches you that every rep is a lesson in honesty. Every set is a reminder that progress is earned, not gifted. And here's the part most people don't want to hear. The iron isn't trying to hurt you. It's trying to expose you. Expose where you cut corners. Expose where you quit early. Expose where you've been lying to yourself. And once you see that, really see it, you have a choice. You can walk away. Blame circumstances. Tell yourself you'll start again tomorrow. Or you can stay. You can grip the bar tighter, breathe through the pain, and do one more rep when everything in you wants to stop. That rep matters. Not because of calories, not because of muscle, but because that rep rewires who you are. It tells your brain, I don't quit when it's uncomfortable. And the brain remembers that. It remembers it in the gym. It remembers it at work. It remembers it when life puts pressure on your back and asks if you're built for it. That's how training bleeds into life. That's how discipline becomes identity. You stop asking, can I? You start saying, I will. And once that shift happens, everything changes. You stop negotiating with weakness. You stop chasing motivation. You stop waiting for permission. You move. Even when you're tired, especially when you're tired, because tired doesn't mean done. Tired means you're in the work. And the work is where you belong. Look around the gym. Everyone there has problems. Everyone there is dealing with something. The difference is simple. Some people let that be a reason to quit. Others let it be fuel. The iron doesn't reward excuses. It rewards effort. And effort, repeated long enough, builds something dangerous: confidence. Not fake confidence, not loud confidence. The kind of confidence that comes from knowing deep down that you don't fold under pressure. That confidence changes how you walk, how you speak, how you handle adversity. You stop breaking when life pushes because you've trained yourself not to. That's the real result. Not abs, not numbers, unbreakable standards. Standards that say, I show up, I do the work, I finish what I start, no matter how I feel. So if you're listening to this right now and you feel tired, good. If you feel behind, good.